Hey, Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. I don't know if any of you are out there yet, but hopefully this broadcast is going out to you. Anyways, it is Saturday evening. It's about 6:40 p.m. here in Washington, D.C. time. And I want to just spend a few moments with you. I did not get out our class today. I apologize for that. I know we were going to have our seance in our class. But Psychic Bob's been just a little overwhelmed. I had some readings, and I'm still recovering from the other day's electronic attacks. Oh, there we got some people showing up. Yay, Sonia Testerman's here. Hi, Sonia. Raven Fisher, yay. Kate Pigeon, hey, good to see all of you. Welcome, welcome. Yay, Maria, Renee, Steuben Lopez is here. Yay, how nice to see all of you. Well, as I was saying, I didn't get out our class like I normally do on Saturday. I've really just needed to rest. I'm still recovering from the electronic harassment. Hey, User Jones, good to see you. Christy Taylor's here. Yay, Butterfly Mom's here. All right. So, hey, Tina, good to see you. Lindsay Marie's here. Hey, Tina Sellens. So today I've taken kind of a rest day. I just really, really needed it. So I feel bad because I didn't get out the seance in the class, but I just wasn't up to it. So I took a little break, and I've been having a lot of rest today, and then I've got a few more readings tonight. So I'm just glad you're here, and I just wanted, I hate for a day to go by and leave you guys hanging. And I know everybody's been panicked, saying, where's the class? Bob didn't show up. Anyway, so I'm showing up now just to say hey to you guys for a few minutes, okay? So got a really important announcement for you, okay? Make sure to be here tomorrow night on Sunday at Spirit Channel at 7 p.m. because we're going to have a live sessions. I'm going to do private readings like we always do. And you show up here and we'll be answering psychic questions then, okay? Tonight I am not taking psychic questions. Just want to come here and share some thoughts with you guys, okay? And anyways, thank you so much, Jay Webb. Jay Webb says, hey, Bob, you deserved a rest. Thank you. And Lindsay Marie says, good for you. You need R&R. Thank you so much. Thank you, User Jones. Big hugs for energy for you. Thank you so much. You know, the life of a psychic, a lot of people think I live this kind of cushy life, but people don't really realize what we go through. Those of us are TIs. I have to run my full business. Like as a psychic, I'm very busy. I do readings. I'm working on writing books. I have appearances I make. I've got YouTube to put out. And then I have like tons of fan mail, and I've got to schedule people and sort things out. So it's a lot of work. People don't realize there's a lot of work because this is my full-time work. Hey, Lady Carol, good to see you. Yay. All right. So anyways, as I said, today we're not going to have, I'm not doing readings today, but I did want to come and just share with you a little bit for a few minutes about something I've been working with lately. And as many of you know, I love to do scrying. I crystal ball scry. I scry in water. I scry in black mirrors. And scrying is one of my passions. And so I recently got this new mirrored ball. I got this actually, believe it or not, at Pier 1. It's not I guess it's like a Christmas ornament, but it's made to be a tabletop ornament because there's a flat bottom and it sits flat. So you put it on your table. But I think it's great to use this as a scrying ball. Isn't this cool? It's a beautiful bluish green color, kind of an aqua blue. It's a little more green than it looks like on camera here. Maybe you can see it. But I've really been working with this lately, and I just love it. I've had it sitting here on my desk, and I find myself really being drawn into it. And Lindsay Marie says, oh, yay. I am more to scrying and would love to learn about any tips or tricks. Yay. Well, really the secret to scrying, Lindsay, and for all of you really, is to explore different devices, things that help you, because as I said, you can scry in water. Okay, my scrying bowl is actually filled with water. It's across the room, so I can't bring that over right now. But we'll talk about that in another video. But This is a mirrored gazing ball. Now, there are different types of gazing balls. There's the clear crystal ball, which you've seen. I also have my wonderful black crystal. This is hard to see at the background today. Here it is. There it is, my black crystal ball. And I love this as well. A lot of times I use this, you know. Hi, Young Spirit 57. Good to see you. Greetings, Bob. How are you doing? Nice seeing you. Love and light. Thank you. I'm doing well. And as I was saying earlier, if you didn't see there earlier, I'm just going to come here for a few minutes with you guys tonight. So, hi, Richie Rouge Realm. Lady Carol says, I'm trying to use my crystal ball, but getting blocked by emotions. Well, you know, when you're doing psychic work, many times emotions will overtake you. And sometimes when you're in an emotional state, like you're fearing something or grieving, many times our psychic senses shut down. One of the things that's good about scrying, and Lady Carol, you know, might help you in your situation, is, you know, when you're trying to look for something or see something, sometimes the best approach to scrying is to just not try. And now what I mean by that, I don't mean don't do scrying, but I mean, many times we get so focused, we're like, oh, I have to get a right vision, that we miss it. I find some of the best scrying effects happen when I literally sit back and I'm not thinking about scrying, I'm halfway paying attention, and boom, then the vision comes, you know? So yeah, hey G-Dog, good to see you. Hey Sweet Jim, good to see you. Son of Sothis is here. Yay, Tropicana Exotica. Tropicana. Yay, okay. Heather says, I'm trying to practice with a clear crystal ball. Excited to hear you talk about it. Yeah, so, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go grab my crystal ball and show you that as well. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry for the dead air, but I think this is important enough that we should fully explore it. Hold on just a second. I dropped something. Yeah. Okay, so you guys still with me? I didn't disconnect us, did I? Are we still broadcasting? Okay, good. So as I said, here are a few different scrying devices. Here is I got to polish this off. You know, the thing about when you have a crystal ball is that you have to almost clean it every day because it will collect dust. This is my giant crystal ball. And as you can see, it's quite mystical. So scrying, the secret to scrying is that you want to find the device that works for you. Not everybody is good with the crystal ball. I can do the crystal ball, but honestly, my favorite is actually my black crystal. So this is my clear crystal, and let me set that down. And this is my black crystal. I myself find I have a much better, easier time working with darker scrying devices. I also have my scrying bowl, which is a black bowl, and you put water into it. It makes a really nice deep thing. Some of you may, if you practice Wicca, have a cauldron. A lot of people use their cauldrons if they have a cast iron cauldron. That's wonderful for scrying as well. But I'll tell you, with the cauldron, I would have a separate cauldron for scrying than the one that you do your other spells in. I just find, like, energetically, it's better that way. That's just me. So anyways, hey, Stojans is here. Oh my goodness. All the way from Macedonia. Catherine M's here, all the way from Australia. Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, guys. So the secret with scrying is you want to explore devices. So try, if you can, a dark environment. Get a black mirror. I have one. Hold on, I think I got one of my black mirrors here. I do. I got so much junk in my house. I'm trying to clean everything out. Hold on, I got dusted off. Anyways, I didn't prepare for a whole topic on scrying, but since we're on it, you know, it's kind of fun to talk about it. So this is my one of my black mirrors. Okay. You see how deep in black that is, and it's reflective? But you can see it's actually a black. It's not a silver mirror, it's a black mirror. Okay. Yay, Catherine M's happy about this. Yes. Maria says, please, Lord Bob, help. I want to ask you how to scry safely, as you know, and I had a prior experience and a bit of a scare. Yes, I remember you telling me about that. The thing with scrying is, first of all, you've got to find the device that you resonate with. I just resonate to my devices. Any of them. I love all of them. And today I was going to specifically show the mirror ball because this is a little different than the crystal. This is not clear like you see that it reflects off the surface. So it's a little different than the traditional crystal ball. But it's one more option. Now, as I said, scrying takes a time because you have to go through different devices to find the one that works for you. Even though I love my crystal ball, I think it's beautiful, I don't feel it's my strongest device. I really think I do better with water scrying. That's one of my favorite scryings. Now, because we're here at holidays time, at Christmas time, at Yule time, almost getting there, right? I'm going to show you something else that I bought. I was the other day at Hobby Lobby, and they had a 50% sale, and I couldn't resist these. I was drawn to these Christmas tree ornaments. So I bought a whole box of them. I think I paid like $7 for them. Now's a really great time to explore. Actually, I think it was less than that. The original price was $9.99, and I got these for $5, basically $4.99, $5. So I got a whole box of like, I don't know how many are in here, 12 of them for $5. Now, what you can do is you can take one out. I already took one out here. This can be a scrying device. You can just hold it in your hand, or if you have a little stand, like what I use, let me take this off here, is a candle holder. Now you can buy candle holders anywhere, and see the end that's the ornament end that sticks up? You can just tuck that down inside, and now you've got a perfect little scrying ball. Isn't that wonderful? See, and so it's so simple, but it makes a really elegant device to work with, So Butterfly Mom says she loves the mirror. Thank you so much. Moonface says, I remember when you used the scrying bowl and went to the land of the Fae. That was amazing. Yes, I have really deep, profound, mystical experiences with the scrying bowl. So anyways, yes, so you can use a number of devices. And so today I have this ball, and I want to show it to you. So the important thing with scrying is test different devices, because first time I used a crystal ball, I had a lot of struggle with it. Once I discovered the black mirror and the black crystal ball, it really took off for me. I also find that these mirror balls work for me as well. Many times they just take me right into them because they kind of like open up into a different scene. Like you might look like right now, I see my reflection, right? But if I just sit and relax and don't really worry about seeing anything, suddenly that image will change. You can buy big versions of this, like 12-inch size ones at garden stores. They call them lawn gazing balls. They're a little harder to find nowadays because the old days they used to make like this, but it'd be like 12-inch size. You could buy them. You can still find them, but the mirrored ones are a little harder nowadays to find. But if you can't find a giant one, or you don't want a giant one, you can get a little one like this, or even a Christmas ornament. You see, now that's a Christmas ornament, but like you put it inside the candle holder, and look, it looks like a mystical device. You see, so simple. And really, as what was her name? I'm sorry, you were asking about was earlier. Marie was talking about, the dangers of scrying. Scrying, what you want to think about when you do it is you want to just, first of all, be in a relaxed place. I generally do a blessing over the portal. So I usually take my hand, or I use my wand. I don't have my wand here today, but I'll just do a pentacle. I usually go like this. So this is how I will consecrate this for scrying. I would say, and I'd trace a pentagram or a pentacle and see it in blazing white light. And I'll say, here this pentacle I lay for blessing and protection by night, by day. Let us see what we shall see. As I will, so mote it be, with harm to none and good for all. You see that? So then that will kind of put a safety valve around your scrying device. Lindsay Marie has a good question. She says, is the TV a black mirror? You know, Lindsay, technically the truth is yes, the TV, cell phone screens, computer screens can be used as black mirrors. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't use them. The reason why is I feel that a scrying session is so sacred that you should have a device that's set aside, because we use our cell phones every day for secular stuff. We use our television for entertainment, some of it good, some of it not so good. And I think that by doing that, you limit your ability to have something set apart and sacred. I find that I keep all my scrying devices separate from my secular stuff, and it goes on my altar, or it's stored, and that way it works. It works better for me. Okay. Alexis Williams says, I made a black mirror and have a black crystal ball. No luck yet though. I haven't really had time to practice it. Yeah, Alexis, it really takes time, One of the things that's important a lot of times when you do scrying is to set the right atmosphere, set the lighting. When I do a lot of sessions, I take the lights down really dim and I just have candles. Now, as I said, I wasn't planning on doing a big class today, so I don't have all the supplies. Maria Renee says, Lord Bob, do you have to cast your circle while scrying? You don't have to. I don't usually, to be honest with you. If you want to, you can. Now think of scrying this way. You can make scrying as elaborate as you want, such as big taper candles and silver and, big circles and robes. And you can really take your scrying and make a whole magical ritual of it, which is really fun. And I do sometimes do that. But I find most of the times that if I can just settle down, dim the lights a little bit, for me, that just is all that I really need. But yes, you can cast a circle. And I think that's totally fine. I think casting a circle is especially good when you're new to it, because you will feel that protective power and you'll be able to relax. So if casting a circle helps you to feel safer, then by all means do it. And I think when you're starting out, for some of you who have told me that you've had scary experiences, casting a circle will also make sure that that just definitely doesn't happen. It's a safe space. Okay. So, yeah, you can do it as you want, okay? I just generally don't. That's just me, So, Infinity Blessed says, how to open and close a scrying session. Thank you. With scrying, what you want to do is, as I said, when I cast that pentacle, that's kind of my opening. And I generally just say, I invite the good spirits who wish to communicate through this portal to come to me. Now, that's because I do a lot of spirit communication. I should also clarify, scrying can be used in a number of ways, not just for communicating with spirits. Scrying can be used just to see places at a distance. It can be used to see the past, the present, or the future. I've used scrying to connect with the realm of the dead as well as the realm of the living. This is a great device to use. For example, if you have somebody who is like ill, let's say you have a relative who's in a hospital, they've had a heart attack and they're 300 miles away and you can't be there for whatever reason. Well, you can use your scrying device to look in on them. Now, technically, it's probably a little bit like spying, but if you're doing it with the right intent, I think it's okay. So I've actually had relatives that have been in the hospital and I couldn't get to them till like a few days. So in the meantime, I would look in my device to look in on them and see how they were. And I could actually see them in the bed or, sleeping, or if they're awake, and I actually was able to check on it later and found out that I was able to confirm my visions. Now, I don't recommend you just go into strange people's houses and scry and try to scry. Use this only when you really need to get to somebody that you can't reach. If you have somebody that's missing that you love, you can use the scrying device as a portal to psychically call to them, like call me or come home. And that's another way you can use it, okay? So to answer your question, how to open depends on how you want to use it. So generally, I'd start with setting a pentacle. Now, you can also do the sign of the cross if you work with that energy, or any symbol that's sacred. And I set that intent, like I said, here this pentacle I lay for blessing and protection by night, by day. Let us see what we shall see. As I will, so mote it be. Now that's my opening. My closing is basically the same. Here this pentacle I lay to close the session now today. Let us all close the door, protect us all evermore. So mote it be. So that's how I open, that's how I close. But you can design your own words, but kind of think of it in terms of setting some protection, setting your focus, and then, just relax into it. The thing, as I said, with scrying, you don't have to, don't try to work too hard at it. If you work too hard, you're not going to get anywhere. It's really about just relaxing, okay? So I thought while I'm here, I'd do a little brief scrying for you. Let's see what we get. And then I'm going to have to close down. I can't stay on here long because I've got readings this evening. But I did want to just stop in and share some insights with you guys, okay? So I'm so glad you guys are here. This is so cool. So anyways, let us just pause. And so we're going to set our intention that we can see what messages there are. So here this pentacle I lay for blessing and protection by night, by day. Let us see what we will see. As I will, so mote it be. With harm to none and good for all. And we're going to just sit back and look into this, okay? Now, one of the things that might happen when you scry is, like this, we're using the reflective ball. You might see the image of yourself or the room you're in, and at some point it may just twist, almost like a film edit, and I've seen that happen. Or it might cloud over that looks misty. Don't worry about which way it comes. It'll come in different ways. I'll tell you, and this is honest to God true, the first time I scried using a crystal ball, which was the one I just showed you, the big crystal, I literally saw clouds inside of it. And the scary part was, because I'd never scried before, the clouds literally came out of the ball and filled the room. Like it looked like I had been smoking and my room was literally filled with clouds. I got really scared, so I ran out of the room because I didn't know what to do. And I called my psychic teacher. This is like 25, 30 years ago. I was like, oh my God, my room filled with smoke. What do I do? And my teacher said, well, when you go back in, the smoke will be gone. Don't worry about it. Just start again and relax. I was like, what? I said, was that dangerous? She said, no, some people have that. And I went in back to the room, and literally the smoke was all dissipated, just like she said. So anyways, we're going to just relax and see what there is. Hi, Laura M. Hi, Eleanor San. Good to see you. Hi, Cindy. Good to see you. Hi, Alexis. Thanks for coming, darling. I'm not going to stay on here much longer, so you're not going to miss too much, okay? Because I'm just stopping in for a little brief visit. Thank you for being here. Lindsay, I'm probably going to set up psychic training lessons after the new year. So we'll talk more about that. Now, as I said, just relax into it. Because as I'm looking into this, like I see my image, but it's weird. It's like it starts to dim a little bit. And it's just starting to dim right now as I'm looking into it. If your eyes get a little heavy, let them just drift. Let them go a little out of focus. Sometimes, you're just staring, your eyes go a little blurred. When you get a little older like me, sometimes they go more blurred more often than not. Just look into the ball. In fact, let me bring my ball a little closer. Maybe you can scry. You know, this is something we've never tried. Maybe you could scry through the screen in this ball as well as I'm doing it. Maybe you'll get a vision. So focus. I'm going to stay a little closer. I want you to look into this ball on the screen. My arm's getting tired. Hold on, I got to switch arms here. Wow. Now what I'm getting, this is really fascinating. I'm literally seeing rippling water. Oh, this is fascinating. It's literally like I'm sinking below the water. I don't feel like I'm drowning. I can breathe. But I'm seeing like seaweed that's coming up here. And you know, when I scry, sometimes I hear stuff. You might get stuff. I'm hearing voices right now. They're whispering. It's sound, it's music. There's somebody singing. And it's weird, they're singing underwater. Okay, I know where I am. I'm going into the realm of the Fae, but it's the water Fae. It's the mermaids, because I'm seeing people swim now. And they're beautiful mermaids. They're mermen. And they're literally beckoning me, come closer like this. This is really fascinating. I can see them clear as day. They're drawing me down into their realm. They're showing me a beautiful castle. It's an underwater castle. There's a man who's approaching me. He's a male merman. If you've not seen what mermaids or mermen are, they're half fish, half human. The body from the waist down to the legs is actually fish body with a tail like in fins, and the upper part is human. But there's a man approaching me. He's holding in his hand a giant three-pronged spear, like a trident. He gives you the name of Nematon. He says, I am Nematon. And he says, welcome to our world, the world of the Fae of the sea. And he says, long have you wondered about us. I have come to assure you we mean no harm, and we're giving you this glimpse into our world. Stay as long as you wish and see our treasures. We have treasures of the sea here. Coral is for us a gem, and you will see the beautiful coral reefs. We even have gold that is existing under the sea, and silver, and all the things that you hold precious on the earth exist in our realm as well. The difference between your realm and our realm is that we do not exploit our mother, the earth, but we guard her. Many people upon the earth today steal and destroy the treasures of the earth. It is fine to seek out gems and gold, but when you have such excesses, it becomes greed and hurts our mother. We guard the life of the deep. We guard the fish and the animals of the sea. We guard the whales and the dolphins. All are our friends. The dolphins and us speak a similar language. It is a sound vibration that brings unity to life. As you are seeing now our world, remember its purity and bring that back to the people of the earth. My name is Nematon. You may call upon me when you come to our realms. So beautiful. These people are literally, wow, this is really amazing. They're swimming in the water like it's amazing. It's just amazing. They're moving, they're back and forth. How beautiful. And now the vision's starting to fade. Like literally, I feel like I'm floating. This is where I'm like literally having a whole body sensation, but I'm like floating back up to the surface of the water. And now I'm back. Wow. That was wild. I mean, I never had a vision like that. Isn't that something? Wow. Jay Whippet says Nematon is Gaelic for a sacred space. It's also insecticide. Well, isn't that interesting? I did not know that. I've never heard that name. So that's what he called himself, Nematon. So I guess he was the leader of the sacred space there because he was holding a trident, but it was more like not for fishing. It was more like a staff, like his priesthood staff. Isn't that interesting? I felt a great sacred power there. So you see, sometimes scrying just comes on like I didn't spend a lot of time, but sometimes that's how it happens. Like sometimes when you're not trying, it just happens like that. There are times when I've sat down to scry and I've not gotten anything. And so I share that with you because don't feel bad if you don't get something. It's sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But what's important is that you make time. And I think with scrying, if you make time every day, you'll start to get stuff, you know? And so it just takes a little while. And as I said, try different devices like we showed earlier, you know? The black mirror that I use is one of my favorite devices. This is my large black mirror. And for those of you who have tried crystal balls and not had much luck, you might want to really explore the black mirror because for me, this was a major turning point in my scrying experience by having the black mirror. So, you know, I recommend, as I said, explore things. I love to water scry. I don't have, as I said, I don't have my water scrying bowl today, but I'll show that in another video. But anyways, I hope that this has brought you, you know, maybe a little bit of insights today. And Bob, does your third eye need to open to scry? I think it naturally does open. I don't think it has to, but I think it opens regardless. Sometimes when you're scrying, you'll see the image like three-dimensionally in the device, and sometimes it's almost like between you and the device, like a screen comes down. So I do think it has a third eye element. So yes, I think that that happens, and scrying will open the third eye, you know. Marie Renee says, whoa, I just needed this, been so low these days. When you asked to stare in the ball, I felt so much joy and started laughing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nemata. Thank you, Maria Renee Stoben Lopez. I'm so glad this is helping. You know, this is why I say spirituality is so important. I know there are people on YouTube who hate me and say, that's Psychic Bob's so crazy. He's always talking about these weird things. But you know what? I never talk about stuff that I don't think can really help people. And over the years I worked as a psychic, I found that what I'm teaching will help people. Hey, Lynn Perlman's here. Good to see you. Brianna Brady's here. Yeah, trying water. You know what? I think it's so important to show that water. I'm going to go get it. So we're going to have another few minutes here of paused space, okay? Paul Pacific says, don't mean to get off topic, but in one video, Bob, you were speaking about a form of Wicca where practitioners, oops, hold on, it just went by. A form of Wicca where practitioners worship fictitious characters like Superman. What's that called? That form of Wicca is called chaos magic. It's actually not Wiccan, but it can be Wiccan, but it's called chaos magic, C-H-A-O-S, chaos magic, okay? Hold on, I'm gonna get my scrying bowl for those of you who may not have seen it. So give me just a moment here. All right. Oh, I got to be careful. I'm going to spill water. I've got it a little overfilled with water. So I'm one of my altars. But this is my scrying bowl. This is the 3 witch bowl. And it's going to be hard for me to show you this because it's filled. But it's got the faces of the triple goddess around it. The maiden, the mother, and they're each different faces that you can't really see it here because I can't get really close. So if I spill water, it's going to wipe out my computer. So in the chrome, so it's got 3. I've got, as you can see, if you can see that now, I've got a lot of water in it. But this is a scrying bowl. This is something, if you're learning to scry, I really recommend, encourage, I don't want to say insist, I really encourage you to explore this as well, because water scrying actually even took my scrying to a deeper place than the crystal ball. The black mirror really was amazing, but then I discovered this, and I like this even a little better than the black mirror or the black crystal. My favorite form of scrying is water scrying. I think that's because I really attuned to the energy. You know, when you're doing what, like live water, this is real water. You're actually attuning to an elemental power. So you're bringing in a little extra power, okay? Jay Whippet has to go. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. Stojant says, I love water scrying. There is a man at my place who does readings with water scrying, and people from around Macedonia come to that man, and he gets everything right. I believe that. Water scrying is very powerful. So I bought this water scrying bowl over at rarewiccaspells.com, Lady Angela's site. So you might want to get one over there. She sells this. Just look up, she has a whole section on scrying bowls. But I recommend, I've got to set this down before I spill it. You know, Psychic Bob's sometimes a klutz. Anyways, so I want to share that with you today. Guys, I have to get ready to go to a reading here at 7:30, so I've got to get set up for that. So I'm gonna cut out here now. And AK1992 says, you are the water bear, Bob. That's right. You know, that's true. That's probably why I like it, because I'm an Aquarian. And Aquarians bear water. So that makes sense. Thank you. I think you're onto something there, you know. But anyways, I hope this is maybe just shared little insights with you, something a little spiritual to explore, you know. So real quick announcement, tomorrow, be back here. Thank you, Lady Kara, loves my hair. Thank you. Be back here tomorrow night on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. That's 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. And that'll be midnight London time, 1 a.m. Paris time, if any of you are late night people. AK1992 Nation says, LOL, I'm a Cancer. Well, you relate to water as well. Cancers are definitely water energy. So anyways, yeah, you might explore water scrying, AK1992. Well, guys, listen, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tina. I am feeling better. I just really need to rest. So that's why I wasn't able to get out a video today, because to do that seance in that class, that channeling takes a lot of energy. And I just wasn't up to it. And my spirit people always tell me when to do it and not to do it. And so Fletcher was like, you need to rest. And I always honor them because, you know, if you don't honor your body, you injure yourself. And as I've told you, Psychic Bob is here for the long term. I'm not no flash in the pan. I'm going to be here at 90 years old, still teaching and doing readings. So y'all see me. I might look a little more decrepit. Well, maybe not. Between facelifts and hair dye, I'll probably preserve pretty well. But when I'm in my 90s, you know Psychic Bob's still going to be here teaching. So I'm not done, but I do want to balance that energy. And I encourage all of you, you know, as I said with the scrying, relax into it. If you can relax, see, the part of the spirit work that everybody forgets is that we have to let go. It's a letting go rather than a grasping. And that's one of the secrets to it. Anyways, you guys are best. Listen, I'm going to wrap it up. I've got to run. I love you. Sending blessings to all of you. Be back here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time for a live psychic reading session. Bring your questions and come on out, and we'll have a lot of fun. Tell all your friends on YouTube and Facebook about it too. I've had a little problem getting out notices and different things. So if you can help spread the word, I'd be really thankful for that. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Oh, one more thing. Forgot. Today is the last day. If you haven't go to my website and get my painting. If you haven't done it already, download it. Shinto Snow. We'll have a new painting tomorrow, so this won't be available till after tonight. So go get it. You got like, a few hours left till you get it's gone. All right. Go to PsychicBob.com. It's right there below my finger. And while you're over there, if you want to get scheduled for a reading, give me a call. My office, 703-825-3929. Also, check out on my readings page on my website. I have a new compact voice reading. I've told some of you about it. You can read about that over there. It's basically, you send me 3 email questions, and I will do a voice recorded private reading on those questions and email it to you. So you'll get a private reading from me. It's less than the hour reading. It's a great thing if you just need something quick. So look up my compact voice reading as well. I love you guys. I'm off to do more readings. So we'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for live psychic reads. I love all of you. Blessed be. We'll see you then. And have a wonderful and blessed night. Blessed be.